Hey guys, welcome back, and it's time for an 18-year-old boy. JL7042. The flight from Hong Kong to Tokyo. This is my first time on a plane, and I wasn't excited as I imagined I would be. I closed my eyes, hoping I would fall asleep until landing. After a while, the plane encountered some turbulence. My face tightened a little, not because I was scared, but because I was annoyed with the disruption of my dream. I was dreaming of Carlos. In my dream, we finally got to see each other again. It was late at night, even though we'd not seen each other for such a long time. Neither of us said anything. It was so dark, I couldn't even see what he looked like as a grown-up. His lips moved. I was about to say something, but suddenly the ground beneath us morphed into an enormous wave that swept me away. I opened my eyes. The boy next to me had handed me one of his earbuds. He probably thought I was afraid. Some tender music was flowing in my earbud. I smiled at him with gratitude. He had short and curly dark hair. He looked like he was about 18-year-old. Carlos will be around the same age now. I fell asleep again, although I didn't want to go back to the same dream this time. 4 hours later, the front desk of a Prince Hotel in Shinjuku. I was checking in. Coincidentally, I ran into a boy next to me on a plane. Also coincidentally, his room was right next to mine. He said his name was Linway. He was on a trip here by himself and suggested we could travel together. It was okay with me. I agreed, but it would only wait until after we finished my business here. The sun was about to set when he knocked on my door. He told me we'd recently rented a car and asked if we'd like to take a ride with him along the beach. I said yes. His eyes were a little red. We didn't say anything to each other on the way. He didn't go directly to a beach instead. He circled around Shinjuku a couple of times first. If he weren't so upset, I'd almost expected he'd figured out who he really was. I never knew a target at this time was a kid. Half an hour ago, I received an instruction from Ray. Target this time was a person staying in a room next to mine. Lin Wei. It was the only child of a boss of Lin Inc. We were on the Black Dragon gang. Whenever Ray gave me an assignment, I never questioned the reason. Well, this time I didn't really need to ask. The big boss of Lin Inc. was in his final years. Some elders of your corporation had brought up the idea of looking for a successor. Obviously, the big boss wanted his own son to exceed him, and everyone knew it. But I knew Ray too well. He wanted to be the successor. The gang had plenty of enemies in the criminal underworld. This time, Lin Wei was travelling to Japan alone, without any bodyguards. It meant this would be a perfect opportunity for Ray to take him out of a picture. It was quite windy by the ocean. A couple of tourists hanging around the beach. Planned to complete the assignment once they left. Lin Wei stood there facing the ocean. He closed his eyes and spread his arms. He looked like a bird who was about to face the ride of wind and fly into the sky. Miss, have you ever thought about what we live for in this world? I fixed my hair was flying in the wind. For me, simply being alive is good enough. I never thought something about so deep. Lin Wei kept his posture. Well, do you have an important person in your life? I do. He looked at the ocean, put his arms down. What would you do if you couldn't be with that person? I'd wait. He looked back at me, his face covered in tears. What if you know that you're only waiting for nothing? I soon realised I'd only ever thought about this possibility. Miss, I know what you're doing here. I've seen many other people like you. Lin Wei unbuttoned his shirt and revealed numerous horrifying scars on his body. In 2 years, my father will hand the company to me. Miss, you of all people should know how many people want me dead. All these years, my only wish has been to be with that person on my birthday. I was born in the winter near Christmas, and I would always dream about the two of us decorating our own Christmas tree, walk along the festive streets and holding hands like a real couple. But year after year, I could never make it happen, and I will never be able to make it happen in the future. I will let the person I love get hurt because of me, so I can't be with that person. Not in this life. I'm tired of a life like this. The last tourist had left the beach. He gave me one last smile. Started walking into the ocean. The water gradually went over his waist to his shoulder. A few minutes later, I dived into the ocean. I grabbed his hand. I gasped with salt-tasting air, feeling like I was going to be swallowed up by crushing waves at the next moment. I lay on the beach, and I was completely wet. Lin Wei was next to me. Why didn't you just let me die? Isn't that your mission? Why? I didn't know. Perhaps I was hoping there'd be another possibility for him. Within 10 days, I didn't have a strategy to help him. Although I worked with Ray, I didn't really have information on the organisation. Even in the gang, not a lot of people were aware of my existence. Therefore, I didn't have any useful connections. I was sitting on a couch in my room. A bunch of empty candy boxes were piled next to my hand. Lin Wei must be an extremely important target to Ray. Letting Lin go meant that I betrayed him. I might have made a stupid decision in my life. Just had that one moment of sympathy. I heard footsteps on the hallway outside. The person was intentionally keeping him light, so I knew instantly it couldn't be a regular tenant. My 4 years of training told me immediately it was someone like me, or he or she was so good at his job too. They surely wouldn't show me any mercy. Alicia. Interesting. But that's one shouldn't go off because it's impossible. Lin Wei was right. Had the blood of a dozen people in my hands. If I were to be with Carlos, it would bring about nothing but misery. The Dark Ocean was calling me. Heavenly Father had given me a chance for redemption, right here, right now. I grabbed Lin Wei, and we disappeared into the darkness together. Okay. I climbed back into the beach and looked at the dark ocean. The surface was almost pitch black, beneath which had many invisible violent torrents. Water was also much colder than I expected. I could feel a chill in my bones. I dove in a few more times, and I still couldn't find Lin Wei. It disappeared into a dark ocean. Felt as if part of me had disappeared with him. Yeah, that's definitely not this rank. He was right. Had the blood of over a dozen people. The surface was almost pitch black, beneath which water was much colder than expected. Lin Wei grabbed my hand, and he was guiding me ahead. I suddenly understood. He was giving me a chance of redemption right here, right now. Okay. So it's not any of those. There's only two, an A rank or an S rank, or interesting. Oh, this is going to be a good one, potentially. The hairdryer was buzzing. I was sitting in my hotel room, drying my hair with my eyes closed. I was afraid. I wouldn't see myself in a foggy mirror. And I wouldn't even be able to recognise my own reflection. In the dark water, I watched Lin Wei as he struggled to breathe. Felt his grip in my hand tighten and loosen. After confirming his death, I came back up to a beach at a different spot and took a taxi back to a hotel. It was just another assignment. And if we had lived a hard life, if we had reminded me of someone, there's nothing else I could have done to help him. Just no excuse. The truth was, I simply couldn't stand the thought of leaving Ray. That same evening, I told Ray about Lin Wei's final moments. But his response surprised me. Starting from tomorrow, you are free. There's another S rank. Potentially. I'm going to try for that. Okay. So, I'm going to leave diving into the ocean. That's the top one. I'm actually just playing around with these now. So it can't be diving into the ocean for this top. Hand grab first of all. So let's go with that. Ah, here we are. Hairdryer was buzzing. I was sitting in my hotel room drying my hair with my eyes closed. I was afraid. For a moment when Lin Wei disappeared into the ocean. For a second I thought it wasn't Lin who floating away from me, but Carlos. I wanted to swim towards him. But if I had saved him, what else could I do for him? And how would I report back to Ray? The thought dissipated almost instantly. In the end, I followed my original plan. I came back to a beach and there was a spot. Same evening I told Ray. His response surprised me. Starting from tomorrow, you are free. Interesting. Got a new post.
好想再见他一面。
The cafe from across the street. We haven't had Lee Wen in a while.
Lo siento.
I'm a guest with a beard. Do any of our characters have beards? Well, he has a beard. He also has a beard. Could be either of them, but he's in jail right now, potentially. He could be him, I suppose. You never know. I'm glad she's left the gang, though. I think I'm actually going to end it here because I've got a two-parter with the two most interesting characters, in my opinion, Lee Wen and Alicia. Don't get me wrong, Kang and Chang are also interesting. But yeah, there's some interesting characters right now to go through. But until next time, thanks for watching, guys. Have a wonderful day, and bye-bye.
No, no,